So what is the number one reason why people fail at social media marketing? Let's talk about it. And if this is the first time that you're watching any of my content, hey, hello, my name is Evan. I'm a digital agency owner based out in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And I run my own paid traffic service agency. It's been fully incorporated in Canada for the last couple of years, and I mainly service real estate clients for lead generation through Facebook and Instagram advertising. I also work with tons of other different companies as well, babysitting companies, as well as info products, e-commerce, fitness, all that sort of stuff. So so that's what I do. If you would like more information about me, myself, you can visit my channel, or if better yet, you could hit the subscribe button so that you'll be notified on any upcoming information of what I do. And if you're into digital marketing, all that sort of stuff, hit the sub. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about the number one reason why people fail with their SMMA or social media marketing agency. And it's not necessarily something that you don't really think about. The number one reason why we fail is because of everything that's up here. I've taught people for years on how to get started with their agency, and I've dealt with my students who I've had a relationship with, some of them for years. And I've watched them change up a few things within their mindset to go from having absolutely zero clients and not making any money per month to closing out their first client for, say, $2,000 a month. Just like one of my predecessors. What am I talking about? Just like one of my past training students, David, he closed out his first ever social media marketing client for $2,000, and it was a real estate client. And you can listen here for it.
What's up, Evan? Just want to start off by saying thank you so much, man. It really means a lot that you were actually able to be there. You're actually able to just answer any question that I had. It really means a lot, man. I can't thank you enough. I was actually able to close a client for a $2,000 retainer. I'm creating his Facebook realtor page and then posting ads on it. I wish I could have closed him for more than $2,000, but it is a great start for me, especially being my second client. $2,000 is way more than what I anticipated, but I know I could have done more. I did go over the LTV calculator with him, but he was just super upfront, straight to the point, and just wanted to hear the price, and he was willing to pay. I just want to say thank you again, man. It really means a lot, and I hope maybe in the future we could link up and hang out. That's my goal, man. 6 figures this year, that's the goal, and I hope to meet you too. Thank you so much again.
So that's for getting your first client, and then there's also scaling up, which is just like my student Cameron, which I'm going to show right here. He just closed out a massive deal for his SEO agency, and a lot of the techniques that they've used, they've learned from myself and within my program called Agency Supremacy. If you're curious about it, you can check out the description as well as the comment section. There's going to be a link down there for you to check out. And it's an agency building program that allows people to scale up to their first ever client, to going over to 5 figures, and then later on 6 figures. This suddenly became a six-figure training program just very recently with the notification from one of my students, Cameron, which is absolutely amazing. But the biggest thing that I've seen from my students and working with them for years was the shift in mindset. It was insurmountable. And a few tips to shift over with your mindset is there's a couple things that I want to mention to make your life a little bit easier. The first one with mindset is to eliminate distractions. And what is a distraction? Here, give me 1 second. This is a distraction. Most people use their phones. Actually, it's your phones that use you instead of you using your phone. So what I mean by that is that most of us are addicted to this type of technology. Most of us will stare at these devices like zombies. We'll pick it up for no reason. We'll look at it for 15 seconds and then just realize, hey, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? We are literally addicted to this type of technology, and it's stealing away our energy. And it's stealing away from us actually being able to focus in on our business and focus in on ourselves so that we can actually pull the trigger and go and do direct action for ourselves to start getting sales for our social media marketing agency. The number one thing you should be doing with your agency is getting meetings with whatever specific niche that you're working with. I've helped an insurmountable amount of people get started with social media marketing and help them find the niche that works well with them. But the first thing you have to figure out is picking out a niche and then diving head first into it. Even though right now with my agency, I've gotten to a point where I work with a whole bunch of different industries where I'm not industry specific, because I have a whole bunch of different types of companies and industries that reach out to me now. And if I think I can help them out, then for sure, yeah, I will definitely, if I can help them make money, I'm going to do it. But most people, when they get started, it's much, much easier when you niche down. And so that's what Agency Supremacy also helps with. Once again, link's going to be down in the description if you want to check it out. But yeah, the biggest thing is to eliminate those distractions that you have. Right now you're on YouTube and you're probably watching this video on YouTube. YouTube's a huge distraction. YouTube spends multi-millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars a year on addiction specialists to keep your eyeballs on this platform. You should check out your watch time inside of your YouTube stats, which I highly recommend. I used to log in like 5 or 6 hours before going really, really ham with my agency. Ham, not like an actual ham, but like working hard. Before I went really, really hard with my agency, I was literally a sucker and addicted to all of this technology. And on YouTube, I would spend 5 or 6 hours a day just consuming content on YouTube. And that's time that's taken away from my business in order to make money. And the big thing about being an agency owner is that if we're not doing meetings, if we're not setting up meetings, so appointments, if we're not setting up appointments and getting meetings and closing people out on meetings and then doing service delivery for our clients, if we're not doing any of that sort of stuff, and then we're not really going to do well as an agency at all. So yeah, the biggest thing is to eliminate those distractions that are inside of both your mind, because right now the human mind, the attention span has actually been reduced so much that we have less of an attention span now than we did, say, 40, 50 years ago. We used to have an attention span of around 14 to 15 seconds in the 1970s. Now it's been reduced to around 6 seconds. And just to put it into context, a goldfish has an attention span of 7 seconds. So the average human has less of an attention span than a goldfish, which is absolutely mind-boggling. But that's the number one thing that you need to do in order to start closing out sales and to start earning some real money with your social media marketing agency, is to eliminate the distractions or keep them to a bare minimum. And one of the ways to do that is with a Facebook feed eradicator, which I highly recommend for anyone that's on Facebook. There's also a YouTube one as well. I don't remember the name on the top of my head, but I will link it down in the description as well. And down in the comment section too. So yeah, you can check those out. And it literally just reduces your whole feed to literally nothing so that you don't be distracted to it. So even the recommended feed on YouTube gets completely erased. You don't even get a recommended section. And when you're looking at videos, like the whole sidebar, all these little knickknacks that are made to distract you are all eliminated. So that's the first thing that I want to mention with mindset, is to get rid of the distractions, and then you'll start to actually get some work done for your agency, and you won't be a mindless zombie going from point A to point B, even though it might be very hard because we run our own social media marketing agency. I run Facebook advertising, but it doesn't mean I have to be on social media all the time just because I run a Facebook ads agency. I'm inside of the Facebook Business Manager, and my team is also inside of the Facebook Business Manager. So we tried to stay away from social media as much as possible. That's why a lot of our communication is done through WhatsApp, for client communication portals, WhatsApp or Slack, whatever they prefer. So yeah, that's the number one thing. Get rid of the distractions. I can't mention that enough. Get rid of the distractions, because it's literally stealing money and stealing your energy away from you. And the second thing that I want to talk about in regards to mindset is to remain consistent. And what do I mean by that? In order to get into the right mindset and to start organizing yourself as an agency owner so that you're doing proper prospecting, you have your schedules appointed for your meetings, and you're also doing service delivery as well, or you have your team members doing service delivery or communication styles with your team members for service delivery, or you have your appointment setting all done through an outsourcer, all that sort of stuff. Whatever you're not doing, you're getting that automized. But the biggest thing that you can do as an individual starting literally today is to do these 3 things consistently. And yes, I don't know which 3 this is, but if you do these 3 things consistently, then you're going to be able to have so much more success in getting shit done. And pardon my French for that, but in getting stuff done. And number 1 is going to bed and waking up at the same time every single day. Try that out for a week and let me know down in the comments how you do. Bookmark this video, save it, give it a like, and let me know how you do down in the comments. It's not as easy as it sounds like. So waking up at the same time and going to bed at the same time every single day. Number 2 is eating at the same time every single day. And I don't mean eating the same food for the same time every single day. I actually, inside of Agency Supremacy, I actually talk a lot about food itself and what kind of food gives you energy and what kind of food can optimize you so that you have an insane amount of energy so that you can get your work done without the use of any sort of over-the-counter medications and all that sort of stuff. Adderall. But anyway, yeah, that's also inside of Agency Supremacy as well. So you get a food guide as well when inside of the program too. But that's a big thing, is to remain consistent with your eating. So we have remaining consistent with our sleep, remaining consistent with our eating times and our eating schedule. And the third one is to be able to remain consistent with working out. So I don't mean just going to a gym either. If you like going to the gym, cool, that's awesome. But I mean, like, within an hour to an hour and a half time frame, have a workout or a specific workout scheduled so that you remain consistent with that every single day. For me, it's cycling. So it's riding my bike for around 20 kilometers within 45 minutes. That's what I do for my exercise. Now I just moved, so right now what I'm doing most of the time for exercising is jogging, which I freaking hate. I wish I had my bike here, but I'm remaining consistent with it. I'm jogging as well as doing a crap ton of push-ups as well, just to remain consistent because there isn't many gyms around where I am. I'm kind of in the boonies on the west coast of Vancouver Island. Gorgeous area, but I'm in the boonies, so. And yeah, so those 2 things, if you remain consistent, that's number 2, and you also get rid of the distractions, you will insurmountably, you will increase your workflow and your stamina so that you can start working harder on your social media marketing agency, and so that you have a clear head so that you can take direct action and start closing people out, man, because that's what the whole game is about. It's about closing out clients and helping people make money. It's all about win-win situations at the end of the day. And the third thing that I want to mention that is really going to help you and become successful with social media marketing is a prospecting tool. Now, just to go over those three things again. The first one is distractions. Eliminate distractions. Second one is to remain consistent with those 3 elements of eat, sleep, gym, repeat kind of thing. And the third thing that I wanted to mention was that element of prospecting. And if you remain consistent with your prospecting, then it's going to get a lot easier. And prospecting, I mean trying to get people to get a meeting. So I actually have a prospecting sheet that I use with my students, and if you would like to have the prospecting sheet, shoot me a message on Instagram. My Instagram I'll put right over here. It's at the Gilby Gibbs. Shoot me a message on Instagram. Tell me that you saw this video and you would like to have the prospecting tool. And I'll shoot you over the prospecting tool over on Instagram. So once again, it's at the Gilby Gibbs on Instagram. Check me out on there, shoot me a message, and I'll get back to you with the prospecting tool. And that's a number 1 key on how my students have been able to have a lot of success is with that prospecting tool. But do the first two things first. The first two things you can implement today. The first one, you can start eliminating distractions, start keeping track of your times that you use in your phone, and understand that you are being trained to be addicted to this type of technology. So now that you're aware of that, you can now put the phone away. Even though it's not easy, we're all addicted to this type of technology. It's not easy. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta make hard decisions. Second one is remaining consistent. You can implement that today. Go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time all throughout the next week. Also eat at the same time every single day and exercise at the same time every single day. Try it for a week and let me know your results down in the comment section. And yeah, those have been, sorry, I'm looking over here because my television is over here, but those have been the #1 ways in order to start having success with your agency, is to eliminate those distractions, remain consistent, as well as use the prospecting tool that you can dive into and create segments of people of when to follow up, when to prospect, what emails they have, what phone numbers that they have, all that sort of good stuff that you can put inside of this file. So yeah, once again, hit me up on Instagram if you want that tool. But yeah, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, guys, thank you so much. Please give me a like if you got some value out of this. Give me a like, whatever. Please leave a like if you got some value from this video. Hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with the upcoming content that I have on this channel. As you've probably seen over the last few weeks, I'm starting to go very hard on my YouTube page. So yeah, any sort of support always goes a long way, especially for the YouTube algorithm. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that it was extremely valuable to you, and I will see you in the next one.